Hey, I'm Irish Kevin, and I'm stepping up my game when it comes to video editing. We're gonna build a video editing PC. Check it out. Now let's take a look at all the piles of crap I got. Here's why I'm putting a video on how to put a PC together. Mainly because this will be fun because I've never done it before. And secondly, I'm not going to bore you with every little detail on how to put it together. We're just going to kind of put it together. There's plenty of other videos out there that'll do that. Wait, that came out wrong. I don't mean bore you to death. There's plenty of other videos that show you every little detail. What I'm going to show you is all of the hurdles I run into. So here's the case. Let's get started. While we're at it, I decided to go with some flash and flare. Nice glass side here, which be careful with so it doesn't get broken. All right, I took the back panel off. We'll have a quick look around in here. These are all the screws and whatnot. And first up, power supply. We're going to put the fan side down because there's a vent on the bottom of the computer case. And we'll get the proper ventilation that way. All these wires are definitely going to be used, which is why they are already on here. So I'm going to just go ahead and fish those through here. I gotta say, I'm not too crazy about this. There's really not a lot of room for the power cords back here. Okay, I promised you problems. Problem number one. The way I ran the initial power cords through isn't going to work because the motherboard's going to take up this whole space right here. So we're going to pull it back through and find another way in. Oh, also, this case came with all of the motherboard riser grommets. I think that's what they're called. They're all in place already because we're using an AT motherboard. This is an AT case, so beautiful. It looks like it's going to fit. Now we get this stupid wire over here getting in the way. That's problem number two. All right, so I'm going to have to spin the fan because that wire is just in the way. End of story. All right, turns out I did not have to spin the fan. I just had to move the wire out of the way, so it's working. Problem solved. We got the motherboard in successfully, and it looks nice. Check it out. It is time to install the CPU and the cooler. All right, so we see the CPU has a little triangle right here. It's a little hard to see. And then where it goes in also has a little triangle. It's right here in the corner. It's very hard to see. I'm going to lift up this pin that holds everything in and drop in the CPU. Be very careful so we don't static electricity yet. So this should just drop right in. Boom. Ooh, dropped right in. Yes. All right, we're going to tighten it down. Let me just make sure it's dropped in. Yep, it's dropped in. All right. Now to put on the cooler. And we're on. About time. You can see I struggled with that one, but I finally got it on there. It is now time to install this little guy, the 1 terabyte hard drive. All right, this thing is cool because it has a heatsink. That's what this thing is. I decided to take the sticker off because of the heatsink. And then the heatsink. Boom. Time to install the RAM. All right, check out this thing. This is the graphics card. It's as big as my head. We're going to install that now. Oh, I have to pull this thing off. Okay, so the next problem I ran into is I opened up the wrong 2 slots. This graphics card needs 2 slots, but it's the 2nd and 3rd, not the 1st and 2nd. So now I gotta fix that. All right, I have everything installed. Now I'm just gonna hook up all the wires. I'm certainly not gonna bore you with that, so. And yes, I know this is a crap fest of wires, but luckily it's all going to be hidden. All right, we finally got it together. Now we're gonna hook up the monitor and see if it works, but here's what it looks like. All right, here we go. The live startup. It better work. I'm gonna cry.
Your lack of faith is disturbing.
Ooh. Well, that's a good sign. Nothing over to the video yet. That's not a good sign. Ooh, it's working now. Oh, I gotta plug in a keyboard. Woo, success. But listen to how silent these fans are. Even Mrs. Irish Kevin want RGB. Check it out. Well, you can see oh, look at the date. It is the future of how to put the computer for that. BIOSes are pretty advanced now. Do I know what any of this means? No. That didn't pay a lot. That didn't pay a lot.